Hello, and welcome to the American University of Iraq-Baghdad. My name is Arnaldo. Today we'll be discussing the core liberal arts program here at Baghdad. We have a special guest, Dr. Putnam, Associate Professor of History. Welcome, Dr. Putnam.
Thank you, Arnaldo. It's a pleasure and a delight to be with you and those that are watching.
Dr. Putnam, tell us a little bit about how you first were drawn into the humanities and teaching.
Well, I've always enjoyed helping other people realize their full potential, knowing that I haven't reached mine yet. So it might be the blind leading the blind at sometimes, but passing on what I do know in a positive way has always been a great motivation in my heart. And to help not just shape minds and hearts, but to help young people shape their own minds and to think for themselves autonomously, independently, critically, and honestly.
Beautifully said. So the core liberal arts program here is an innovative idea that AUIB has taken. Can you explain a little bit about its importance, not just for humanities majors, but for majors in the sciences and business?
Absolutely. The core liberal arts curriculum, as we call it, courses like I teach, history, ethics, and so forth, those are courses that are probably not on the list for engineers or doctors or dentists. And yet what these components build into students are the ability to speak to their clients, to their patients, to their customers, to whomever they're dealing with in a way that is both empathetic and informative. You know, it's not just numerical or digital code.
You mentioned before critical thinking. I'm wondering, how does that affect the job market? Because the idea here is that we're preparing students for the future, and the future inevitably is searching for a job. How does what you do in the classroom in a liberal arts class prepare them for the demands of work?
Well, we are here to help students set their own goals and their own priorities. And so you mentioned one of the things they want is a good job. But why do they want that good job? Well, they want to support a family. They want to have children. They want to engage with society. Whatever their goals are, we want to help them identify those goals, set those goals, and reach those goals most effectively and most efficiently. And that's by being a well-rounded person can do. You know, a person that may have great expertise in the medical field, may be great in research, but they're not going to have a very good bedside manner. Would you want a doctor that is very good but mean, or a doctor that is very good and kind and understanding? What would you choose as a patient?
Absolutely, I agree. And in terms of the students, what has been the reaction of your students having taught now here since the beginning of the inauguration?
Well, I could say not most, but nearly all have appreciated the concepts of critical thinking. And what is critical thinking? It's not being critically mean or judgmental about others, but it's looking at an idea and being judgmental in a positive way. You know, judgment can also be positive. It isn't all evil. So we can judge something to be good, just like we can judge something to be wrong. So it is helping students be able to assess ideas for themselves and give them the skills to do their own research and figure out for their own benefits what they truly think about a subject, as opposed to just what they're told on TV. Or one of the things I do may sound kind of extraordinary, but in almost all of my classes, and my students often open their mouth and look at me, I always tell them, please don't believe anything I say. I do want you to believe me, I tell them, but I want you to be able to hear what I say and then go out for yourself. Do your own research, your own due diligence, and you determine if what I'm telling you is correct. And then base your ideas, your principles, your morality, your thoughts, your communications all on your own research. Make your own decision.
One key component of liberal arts is global citizenship. Can you speak a little bit about the connection between receiving the input information of global citizenship and how that connects to the future of, let's say, Iraqi society?
Absolutely. You know, there are things that transcend borders and national lines and you know, lines on a map, geographic lines on a map. We all have a need to belong. We all need to be a part of a community, of a family, of a nation that aspires to help others. We all need to be loved. We all need to be appreciated. And so if we can look at the world in those kinds of concepts with strategic eyes from above, then it becomes very easy. It doesn't matter what country you're in. You automatically want to be kind to others.
Dr. Putnam, the core liberal arts curriculum is new for many Iraqi students. Can you speak about how this will affect their current studies and their future?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to address that. And I'll just use a very simple thing that we all carry around with us, a phone. So, you know, if we look at the humanities as the apps, and if we look at all of the technical aspects of it as the hardware and the software, what we're trying to do in the liberal arts program is we're trying to make our students into the full package. The humanities can't get out without the technical expertise, and the technical expertise is useless without the humanities.
Thank you, Dr. Putnam, for your time today.